I'm just going to go for a bit of a random street walk in Thonburi. So I thought I'd film it and upload it later so you guys can just see what an average street in Thailand looks like away from the tourist areas. So I thought I'd start at this street here at Charoen Nakhon, I think. And here's the restaurant I had breakfast at this morning. And I'll turn it off and on as I go, just to show you like glimpses of the street. So I'll probably film for like 60 minutes or so, turn it off, film again. But sometimes people just want to see, you know, what's real Thailand look like. It's not all the fancy nightclubs and everything like that, which we experience, or which we think Thailand is. It's a lot of other things as well. Sorry, I'm just sort of bouncing the phone as I was balancing my water that I'm sort of holding on me. But yeah, so you're going to see a little bit of some of the street food that's out there on a Sunday, some of the just average people. These sort of streets come a little bit more alive with street food at night. But right now during the day, this is kind of like just average Thai. There you go, some halal restaurant. Some of the cafes are pretty good in the way they're set up. Even this one here. So for you that prefer Muslim halal food, durian, for those that like durian. I've got my sort of earphones in because the noise of the traffic gets pretty loud walking along here. I'm just going down to a local hotel. Mainly because I just want to sit down and have a beer, but the view along there is pretty good. So these are just sort of average day-to-day streets. The average street food that you might see. The average cafes. Chicken. People going for morning exercise, I guess. There's a lot of sort of Westerners that live in this area as well at Thonburi. I filmed this hotel before where we're going, so I'll link the video I did on it earlier. It was one of my earlier videos when I first got to Thailand. But so your average street's nothing special. But you do get a lot of your sort of local foods along here, especially at night. And I think, is this where I want to go? No, that's not where I want to go. I've got to remember where I'm going to go. That's one of the sort of banks, I think, that people tend to sign up with when they get here. So again, this is a bit raw Thailand, what it's all looks like. Don't know what that was. Probably loud fireworks, for all I know. There's a lot of durian out on the streets right now. I have no idea how far up I'm walking. I forget because it's been a while since I did this walk. Plus I just wanted to test this mic out that I'm using. So there's your durian that people tend to like. Some of your sort of local foods that we've been eating. Oh yes, is this the place I want? Sort of guessing. River Palace. No, I don't think that's not what I'm after. Looks nice though. It looks like some sort of condo or hotel. I think it's more like a condo. And yeah, I'm just going to turn it off just for a little while. I'm walking up trying to figure out where am I turning down. Here's another sort of place. Watermark. There's a lot of big condos, hotels along the water. And yeah, I think because it's sort of prime location, wanting a view over the river, and so people tend to want to pay for these condos. But oh my god, if you ever look at buying a condo on the water here, they're super expensive. They really are, even for a lot of us Westerners. And so how some of the Thai people afford it, don't know. Oh, there's a nice little restaurant, don't know what that is. Must be one that's open during the day or the night. And where are we coming up to? I'm starting to think, I forget the turn off where I was supposed to go. I'm looking for the sign actually. So where are we up to? Soi 43. And yeah, you know what, I've actually been enjoying living in Thailand. I've just come over 6 months living here and really love the place. It's a little bit sort of different from what I was used to living in the Blue Mountains west of Sydney. And you can't expect too much because the lifestyle's different here. If you try to put everything on a Western lens or a Western way of living, you're going to be disappointed. You just got to accept things for the way people live, and that people live differently in each country. And here I've come to accept that. And I actually enjoy it. Like, I can find myself a good bite to eat as I walk around. Some good street food, some good little cafes, restaurants, that sort of thing. And so there's always something different to do here, whether it's going to a rooftop bar. Even my haircut usually costs me about 100 baht here. I usually go to barbers like this, and Anne usually tells the barber what I want, and he just does it. Half the time I don't even tell him because he does a reasonably good haircut, so I can't complain for 100 baht. Don't even know what this place is. And I wonder if I walk past the turn off of where I'm looking. I might have to stop the video and actually look up the map to know I'm going in the right location. So I'll walk to the next street, and if I can't see it, I'll just sort of turn off the video and look up on Google Maps and try and find where I'm trying to go to. Oh, another little sort of restaurant, cafe along here. So I'm coming to another market area. Cars coming out of this driveway. Don't know where we are. Soi 53. So let's see if I can find where I got to go. I just realised I was walking in the wrong direction. I'd missed the turn off to the hotel I was looking for. So I'm just turning around. I'm going to start walking back in the opposite direction. And I'll show you the view from that place. It's a pretty good view. I can't complain about it. It's nice. Last time I was filming it with my GoPro, but today I've only got the iPhone 13 on me. But at least I've got these earphones in, which improve the sound quality when I'm walking around. I was in the Apple store yesterday and I was thinking about buying the the cordless ones for the iPhone. I probably will get them eventually, but because it helps me with some other things I do. But right now, this will do for today, and I'm going to walk back in the opposite direction. At least I'm getting exercise, I can't complain, and in this heat, it's good for me. Especially when you're trying to lose weight. Okay, off we go again. That's funny, I walked past a really big sign like this, the Kene Hotel. This is where I was actually after, so I wanted to go for a drink. So on this particular road, Chawan Nakon, Soi 35, this is where I'm going to turn down. And if you look at this, it looks like a fairly dodgy street to get down here, so you don't think there's a hotel down here. And but there is. And I only go here because it's an easy walk from where I was, and I know it exists. but your average tourist is not going to know this place. This is probably where locals come to have a bite to eat, or people who know Bangkok might come and stay. And yeah, you've got to watch the cars coming and going from here, because it is a pretty narrow road. Don't know how 2 cars get up and down some of these roads, but they do. And I think it's about 1 car just pulls to the side. But you get a lot of Thai roads like this, especially in the city side lanes, where you're coming down these little side alleys, and though cars will be coming both ways, you'll be lucky if they can really manoeuvre. It's really hard. See, here for example, got this car and another taxi trying to get through at the same time. I'm guessing the taxi's coming down here dropping people off at the stuff. But look at this, you're walking down this hotel. Yeah, you go off the main street there, but then you start walking down all these little dodgy side alleys. That's what it looks like. And this is real local. So look at all the gates along here. Yeah, it's not a place you'd want to walk alone at night as such, though I'm guessing it's probably pretty lit up like a lot of the streets. But here, I just wanted to come here and have a beer on the water. So, because Anne's decided to help her cousin out today at her hair salon, which she doesn't. And I've decided, you know what, while she's doing that, she's experimenting with some cooking apparently, I'm going to come here and get a bite to eat. Okay. So you come to this restaurant and they put you in these little sort of golf buggies. See, as you can see. So yeah, I'm in a little golf buggy going around the corner. Yep. See, a lot of local Thais do stay here. They're always fun, these little golf buggies, I love them. But it saves you a little bit of a walk up to the restaurant here. People love their photo shoots. There's a lot of little sort of photo opportunities here, and you see a lot of local Thai people taking photos within these sort of little corridors, within the little gardens, etc. And because they like to take photos of these sorts of things, like the waterfall, the greenery, you got your little bar cafe here. And off I get. Cop and cup. I'd say this is the bar. It's pretty good. People like to come here, they get their little photos along here. So you got your little bean bags you can sit outside. Little places you can eat outside. Got another restaurant place. I haven't been here at night, but I'm guessing this place gets quite busy at night. Guessing the sandbags are here for a reason. Maybe in wet season it gets a bit flooded. But yeah, so here you come. So the Kene Hotel. Kene Hotel, I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm really hopeless at pronunciation here in Thailand. I really am. But yeah, I've been meaning to visit that Ferris wheel area, the restaurant district. I saw it once on a cruise here. And yeah, going up and down on one of the 2-hour cruises you take through Bangkok. The only thing I don't like about this Bangkok river, you wouldn't want to swim in it. Just look at the pollution down here. It looks shocking. And yet you've got someone walking over there. I don't know what they're collecting on the water. Don't know what the Thai government does to keep this place clean, but obviously not much. But you've got to think that you walk along the streets and there's no street bins. You can't just throw rubbish in a bin. So some people just get lazy and they throw the rubbish everywhere. And so I can guess why it's getting dirty here. And I don't know how they do their garbage collections. But I know in our condo, of course, they come and collect it. We have places for that. But out in the middle, when you're just walking around the streets here, there's no public bins. Unless you're in like the central tourist area. But here, I want to show you this. And I have shown it probably before in a video. you get a lot of these sort of like river shacks, and you think they're kind of like, and they're probably illegally built too, and you think, hey, they're just an abandoned shack on the river. I can tell you now, they're not. People actually live in these places, and they live along the river here, and they probably have for generations. Along the other side there, it's quite cleaned up, but on this side, you're still getting a lot of these little shacks, and they're falling apart. Like, the wood's rotten. You wouldn't want to be living in them because you just don't know when they could collapse into the water at any time. How they survive seasonal floods and all that, I have no idea. And if I'm right, I think there's a little local restaurant just on the other side here. I think there's a local restaurant there where people come to eat. And I think I've even eaten there, I can't remember. Or it could be a little bit further down. But I know there's one local one just here. But anyway, I'm going to go grab a beer and sit up here and just enjoy it. Maybe I'll sit on the water up there, grab myself a beer. But yes, this is what you're seeing up here. That's why I come here, just relax by the water. Anyway, I'm going to grab a beer. So here you see some of the sort of specials at this place. And you can see some of the prices there, around 120 baht for your coffees. And here you turn it around, see some of the other sort of menu specials here at this hotel. And beverages, of course, your teas. They have a few different fancy teas here, of course. Special beverages, your Rosemount. So it's a little bit of a trendy place. Ginger ale, 100 baht. Smoothies, 120. Whiskey rare. It says 250 a glass for Johnny Walker Red Label. 250 a glass. Standard cocktails, 250 baht for a cocktail here. And special is your wine menu. Me, I'm just going to get a bottle of Singha today. And you got your different foods. I'm not too hungry right now because I had a big breakfast. And yeah, single dish. So that's your sort of food menu. Rest of your menu sort of there. But I'm going to try the Thai dessert. The guy spoke English coming over, and he recommended I try this one. So this is the one I'm going to try today. I don't know, I always find these barges fascinating. Just because of the bloody size of them. And what they're dragging along the river here with the two tugboats. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm guessing they're carrying rubbish and all sorts of other things inside them though. But yeah. And here comes one of your little tour boats that come along the water here. I think you can rent them as a private group, I'm not sure. Riverside Bangkok Resort. As it's actually listed on them. But you can rent little private boats to go up and down the river. I haven't really explored the river during the day. I've done a night river cruise, but not a day one yet. I should do a day river cruise one time, just to see what it's like and see the different types of views I see during the day. But at night, I love it just because of all the lights and colours. So yeah, it's quite chilling sitting here by the water. Yeah, I've got these earphones in just so it's good for recording. But yeah, I'm just enjoying this beer, and I'll probably be finished soon, and then I'll head back and find out what Anne's up to. But that's always, there's so many nice places you can find just walking around Bangkok, exploring, that you can sit down, have a beer, have a good snack, and like people think it's the party district. It's not all the party district, it's not all that Sok and all that Nana and stuff like that. There's so many other nice little unique places that you can find as you travel around Bangkok. And yeah, this is just one of those little places that you find down a side street. I've never seen any Westerners actually stay in this hotel, but There's a lot of Thais that tend to stay here. And of course, a lot of people come here to take their photos, as you can see behind me, as I'm actually trying to film. But that's okay. This is what people do here, because the views here, there's a great view here to take photos. And so people like taking their photos here. There's like nice flowers, nice little garden area, nice river view. There's lots of nice places here where you can just sit, take photos, have a snack to eat. I was going to order the Thai dessert, and I thought I did order it, but he never brought it to me. So at the end of the day, I'll just collect my check for the beer and head off eventually to where I'm going to go. And then I'll walk back, and I'm not sure what me and Anna got planned for the rest of the day, but we'll find out soon enough when I get back there. Unless they're dragging her into helping out at her cousin's salon for the day, which is quite possible. They do that occasionally. She'll turn up there just to visit and say hello, and she'll end up being there for hours helping all her friends out with various levels of hairdressing and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I'm just enjoying this beer here. You've got to love how they put ice in the beer anyway. But anyway, I'm going to sign off and start heading back shortly after I finish this beer. And I just love this place. I just love Thailand. It's a great place to live. But anyway, if you like the videos I'm putting up, hit like on them, subscribe. I'm always filming different sorts of unique places and traveling all over the place. So I'm always doing something different, whether it's reviewing a restaurant, reviewing a hotel, just walking around to various random places and filming, or going for the odd street walk. I do all sorts of stuff on this channel, and I'll continue to do that, and because that's just who I am. I like exploring, and I love going off the beaten track. But anyway, again, if you like this video, hit subscribe and please hit like. Have a good one.